there's fascists in the White House. Well, you got the IQ 47th President Dum-Dum Donnie Trump in the White House. And then you got the VP, the Vice President Dumber J.D. Vance in the White House. And then you got Elon Musk and others. Well, Elon Musk, after his see Kyle, not once, but twice, with aggression. See Kyle, see Kyle. He said he was giving the R, but we know that was bollocks. Especially when Steve Bannon decided he was going to do it as well. Well, we know he's a Nazi. And we now know that Elon Musk is a Nazi. It's not surprising though, really, is it? Give him a break, We all knew what he's really like, didn't we? But now it's out in the open. And people are responding. Countries have responded. They don't want no part of it. Tesla is suffering as a result. The company is having to deal with their showrooms catching alight spontaneously for no apparent reason in the cars. Spontaneously Tesla erupting. That they are. Sabotage. And people don't want them. There's a boycott. All across Europe and the United States. Destroying the brand. The name Tesla. Well, it's quite a historic name, to be fair. It's a shame it doesn't sound too good for him either, does it? But the company itself is having a little bit of trouble. So what do? They write a letter. Unsigned. No signatures, with giant flippin' Sharpie pens with lots of squiggles like the Donald Trump signature. No, they didn't sign it. In fear that they'll lose their jobs. But anyway, they sent a letter pleading with Donald Trump to, will you please reassess these tariffs? No recognition of the fact that Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, is the real cause of why they are struggling. Fascism. And the boycotts. Pam Bondi. She made a speech, she did. So if you stand out there in front of Tesla, we'll arrest you and we'll lock you away for 20 years, we will. It's all madness. But it's not surprising when Elon Musk doesn't learn. He just doesn't learn. He carries on making the same statements and tweets and retweeting and what have you on the X platform. You see, there's a few people out there that still love Elon Musk. They think he's the Messiah, but he's not the Messiah. He's just a naughty little boy that he is. Well, he posted this, didn't he? He said, or reposted, Stalin, Mao and Hitler did not murder millions of people. Their public sector employees did. At a time when they're trying to cut all the public sector employees in the United States. Well, that is just, it's just Nazi sympathisers, aren't they? That's what they are. It's just justifying. Can you imagine if Hitler had this amount of information that they've got now, back then? He'd have no trouble at all finding the Jews, would he? And the whole thing's a bit ironic when you consider that Donald Trump's son-in-law is a Jew. But there again, saying that, Donald Trump has actually removed the security detail from Eric Trump. They all hate him. They all hate their father. So it's not surprising, is it, really? Because he's an evil bastard. Along with Elon Musk, an evil bastard. Along with J.D. Vance, an evil bastard. And anyone who, quite frankly, is in that cabinet or still supports this madness headed by Donald Trump. They're all scared, gutless, cowards they are. Scared of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. I just find the whole thing it's surreal. What's going on at the moment, and the damage that's being caused, and how someone can't see that their company, that they, well, built up off the back of others, obviously, Tesla, how they can't see how their behaviour is causing it to collapse, because it can collapse, and it probably will collapse. As fast as you can grow, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. That's the saying, isn't it? You see, they've got costs, and if they can't maintain those costs, well then, quite frankly, they will collapse. I don't think, for the life of me, I don't believe that they'll ever regain public confidence. Besides, the cars are shit. They're like car bombs. And they're held together with sticky tape. Like Blue Peter, if you're from the UK. That's what they're like. But still, why doesn't Elon Musk recognise that his behaviour is why the Tesla company is failing? Why everybody hates him? Why the fact that he's got, I don't know, an inbox full of death threats? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They see him as Hitler. Nobody wants any part of it. You've got people out there with their Teslas, and they're putting badges on from other cars. They're trying to disguise the fact that there's a Tesla. See, some people got hire purchase agreements on these cars, or they might pay for them outright. They can't afford, lost too much money on them. They can't afford to get rid of them. Those with hire purchase, with lease time, what have you, they can just send the cars back. And okay, there might be a bit of a penalty, but they just get a different car. It's so stupid, isn't it? It really is. Anyway, what do you reckon? Would you want to get rid of your Tesla? Please leave it down in the comments down below. If you've got a sports channel, you've got Patreon, buy us coffee, and the link's down below. But if you can't do that, just boot the old like button. Helps the channel, you know. Apparently, so I'm told. Toodaloo.